Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel guys. It's Jackie. Guys, if it's the first time you're seeing my YouTube channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share, and turn on your notification bell so you can be notified whenever time I'm doing a reaction. Okay, let's get into it. Anyways guys, let me take a deep breath for this one, because this one I'm going to be doing reaction on 3 people. And the reaction is, as the title suggested, it's Rocio versus Marwa versus Dee Mwango. I'm going to look at these characters today, and I'm also gonna show you the animals that they represent. First, guys, let's dive into Rocio. This one reminds me of Rocio. This opossum here with the babies on the back reminds me of Rocio, guys. So let's tune in on Rocio first. That was my phone, it went out. Anyways, guys, I know people are saying that Rocio is disrespectful. You know, she's behaving like she, like she doesn't like the Marwa's family, and she behaving like she does not want to be in the video. She behaving like she feels like she's superior to them because since they're so black, comparing to her skin complexion, she thinks that they are supposed to bow down to her. Okay, that's the impression that I get. Okay, remember now, this video is for entertainment purposes. So don't come here with your feelings and get into no feelings here and with this reaction. This is a reaction and it's for entertainment purposes only. So what I want from you is, when you watch my video, leave your comment down in the comment section and let's comment properly. No, don't bring any bull on my channel. Okay, don't bring any garbage here. Let's focus on what I'm saying in the video. Okay, so yes, let's get back to Rocio. Like I said, Rocio acts like an opossum. Okay, and Rocio thinks that she's better off than them. I noticed that Marwa was out. Everybody got to be forcing up on Rocio. Oh, come into the video, Rocio. Come this, come that. But you know what I got to say about you people? In a way, I cannot blame Rocio for this. In a way, I'm not going to blame Rocio. You know why? Because you African people, I'm talking about black people in Kenya, the Never Answer village, you guys put Mzungos on a pedestal. Even though Rocio is not a Mzungo, Rocio is Spanish, okay? She's from Argentina. She's not a white person. She's an Hispanic person. But because you Africans feel so inferior to other people, you guys are suffering from inferiority complex. So anybody that looks like Rocio, you guys worship them, and that's why they treat you people so at such of a degrading level. They don't really, people like Rocio, when you come off like that with Rocio, they don't really have any respect for you guys. They don't really like you guys like that. They just tolerating you guys. And the reason why she's tolerating you guys is because she is with Marwa. But I'm gonna get to Marwa in a minute. It's 3 people I'm gonna talk about: Rocio versus Marwa versus Dee Mwango. Okay, so I feel that Marwa, at first, when he got with her, when he invited her at the village, Marwa put her on such high pedestal. Marwa led her to believe that because of her complexion, because she's a Mugzu, because he's so thirsty for Mzungos, he's so desperate to have a Mzungo baby, which he had with her. He just wanted, and the way how Marwa treated you people there in the village, I'm talking about you African females. You guys really are suffering from inferiority complex, because if this man treat you guys like that and then you guys are still glorify him, he already said he did not want no African babies. He did not want no African black girls because you guys' face are too round. You guys are not beautiful. He put all of you all down, and you still, guys, you still can't get the message. So when Rocio see Mara behaving like this, at first, he told her a lot of stuff in her head. He told her, look, you're better off than them. You look nicer than them. I don't want none of these village black girls. They're too ugly for me. And he told her, he says, look, when you come here, I'll do everything for you, okay? That's the reason why they had that conversation that time with Dee Mwango, when she told Dee Mwango, you should get a man that can take care and do everything for you. So at first, Marwa promised her a lot of stuff. Marwa says, look, if you have my children, I'm going to marry you. When you come to the village, you're going to be treated really good. We're going to go traveling. We're going to see the world together. And then we're going to live happily ever after. So the way Marwa is treating Rocio, now Rocio have a problem now. You know why Rocio have a problem now? Dee Mwango has become a nuisance. Dee Mwango has become a nuisance to Rocio and Marwa too, but Marwa does not want to say this because that's his sister. But what Marwa needs to do is to put his feet down and say, Dee, I've got a family now. I understand Dee was saying that, oh, blood is thicker than water. But what is thicker than what? I'm going to tell you what is thicker than what. Pum pum and dick is thicker than blood. Because you are not sleeping with Marwa at nighttime. You can't give him a baby. Okay, if you're not sleeping with Marwa, so you don't have no talk with Marwa. Go get yourself your own life. Okay? Nobody told you not to get a boyfriend or a man that can take care of you. You were on your live stream talking about, oh, you don't want to become a burden to a man. The reason why you're saying that, because nobody have not married you. Nobody have not showed interest that you are the best person in the world to them. So that's why you don't have a choice but to build you something. But what if you don't pay attention? And if you don't act right, you're going to become a sugar mama. Okay? You're going to go out there and you're going to find a sugar baby. And you know what a sugar baby is? When a sugar mama takes care of a man, they call them sugar babies. So if you're not careful, you're going to become a sugar baby. Anyways, let me get back to Rocio because I'm not quite done with Rocio yet. Marwa have made a lot of promises to Rocio. Marwa have even told Rocio, okay, if you go to driving school in Argentina, when you get back to the village, you're going to be driving your Mercedes Benz. And that day, when she took Marwa's safari car and had Gitty River drive her somewhere, wherever they're supposed to be doing, Marwa undermined her right there because Marwa, the way Marwa came and did her, Marwa said that she didn't have no business taking out the safari car without his permission. Okay, so if you guys are partners, right, and she is the driver in the family, you cannot drive a car, okay? And maybe she doesn't have the license for Kenya. I don't know what reason she would have to be letting Gitty River drive her. Is that the driver of the family? We don't know. If he's the designated driver of this family, and come together, and she knows that these cars, you made so many promises to her about the safari car. She can drive it when she has her license, when she passes her driver's license test. If she has somewhere to go and Marwa is always busy with Dee Mwango's project and she was to go somewhere, what was she supposed to do? Yeah, she could call you and says, Marwa, oh yeah, I'm taking the vehicle. We're going to be going to the market. we're going to be going here. And now he came back when he was doing his little dirt in the road, claiming that he was making roads for this car, found out that his safari car got scratched up. How did that car get scratched up? Because if Gitty River is a good driver, Gitty River should not even be scratching up his car. And he said to Gitty River, he does not want that guy back in the village until when that guy fix his vehicle. So Marwa knows that he cannot burn bridges 100% with Gitty River. And I saw where Gitty River was actually fixing the car, taking the car to go fix, and they're all making content. So what I see is a bunch of kiss ass and body kissing going on inside of that village. If you can't give Marwa anything or you can't kiss Marwa's ass, oh no. But you know what, Marwa? Rocio is there for you because she's going to fix your liver. And when I tell you that Rocio going to fix your liver, she's going to fix your liver very well. Because at first, I see the way how Marwa is acting. Okay? And if you're treating your woman a certain way, your woman is not going to be nice to you. You need to separate your family from your personal life. Dee Mwango needs to be in her place. Stay away from them so they can get your relationship together. You don't sleep with them in the bed. I understand that you have to come to the villa because you might have put some money in the villa or whatever. But stop getting in the middle of these two people and their relationship. Because every video that I've watched for the past couple times, I see you there. And if it was me like Rocio, I probably would feel the same way about you too. Because if I'm with a man, and I see a man spending so much time with his sister, going there, and not spending time with me and my baby, things would have to be on a different level. Because personally, if Marwa can't say for Dee Mwango or whatever plans they made as far as the home, me like Rocio, I would put my feet and tell Dee Mwango to get lost. Okay? Because you said at first you're going to be the only woman in Marwa's life. Marwa knows this, and something happened that you feel that you could not put your feet down, but you ran away to Nairobi. And then you came down with malaria. I can understand that you come down with malaria because the place is a nasty place. There's hardly any running water there. You got everybody's bathing in the dirty river that he's calling a YouTube river. Your horses are drinking there. People are washing from the stream coming all the way down. Mosquitoes, flies, everything there. Of course, so I see why, Rocio, you'd come down with malaria. I see why. Because this place is a dirty place up there. The house is pretty and everything else, but the way they operate, the sanity is not good. Now we're going to be tuning into Marwa. This one, you know what? This one is a skunk. This one is Marwa, the skunk. See it? Look at it good. This is a skunk. Marwa represents the skunk. Okay? Let's talk about Marwa now. Anyways, guys, the reason why I say this, all right? I am not being a hater or nothing like this. These are what Marwa put out on his camera, in his videos. I watched a live stream from Marwa, and I heard Marwa says this again. This is like the second time or probably the third time I have heard this from Marwa, that he does not use toilet paper when he goes to the bathroom. He does not use soap. All he does is use water. Bro, how can you're going to do number 2 and you don't use toilet paper, you don't use soap, so how are you smelling? I can just imagine how you stink like a skunk. Because if you're not using toilet paper and soap and you're only using water, and that village hardly have any water, how do you smell? You don't use deodorant. You don't use soap. So I have a feeling maybe that's why Rocio is not so happy with the way your hygiene is. She probably can't say anything, and she probably not gonna say anything, but you're saying all of this stuff in your videos. And Mara, I don't think you are a good person. You know why I don't think you're a good person? Because I was on Instagram, and months ago when you was in Argentina, and you were hiding the baby's face, you and Rocio. And I made a comment and said, why are you showing your baby's face to the white people in Argentina, right? And most of your subscribers that you have are black people. But you're over there showing the white people and your baby, laughing up and everything, and your black subscribers were dying to see the baby. Those people in Argentina is not going to donate to you. They have not been donating to you. I don't even know if they even know you in Argentina, apart from Rocio's family. And your loyal, diehard subscribers, you treated them a certain way. And then when I told you about it, you came after me and started causing problems with me to the point where we have to block each other. I think that you're a wicked person. You're not a nice person. You put up the camera, you're on camera, and you got two faces on the camera. One face is really nice, and another face come when you get off the camera. You insult the villagers. You mistreat the women in the village. You treat them like shit. Okay? You probably end up screwing them off before Rocio and dump them like dirt. And that's why you look down on them so much, because they're black like you, and you don't want a black woman for yourself. You want a Mzungu. I've got a problem with you, because if you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. If God wanted you was to be a white man, he would have made you into a white man. First, you have to love yourself first, regardless of what. Because Rocio, I've heard in many reaction videos that you're on the tree and Rocio was calling you a monkey. Your black people them over there ain't gonna call you a monkey because you look just like them. You guys are the same. But you're over there. They're not calling you a monkey, but you're treating them like shit. You work them, you don't pay them. And if you do pay them, you pay them a little bit of money, like these people don't have a life. These people don't have to eat. These people don't do, oh, I will open up YouTube channel for you, and then, you know, they can work for free. It doesn't work like that. Nothing is for free. I am Mara. The world is watching you. Okay? The world is watching you. And the world is seeing that every time you come on your live stream, you beg, you dry beg. You claim that you're giving people this and you're helping villagers. Of course you brought YouTube to the village. Of course you did that. I'll give you that. And at first, I used to like you at first. Because the reason how I knew about you at first is when you were going to Jamaica, my country. So I said to myself, oh my God, this dude is really cool dude. He just giving the spotlight on Jamaica. And I'd admired you for that. But when I got to your comment section, I had no idea that you were so nasty. I thought you was a cool guy, okay? Because like I said, whoever you're glorifying out there, they're not paying attention to you. It's your loyal subscribers, and most of your subscribers them are from the United States, Canada, and the UK, and they're not white. I'm sure you might have a few white subscribers, of course, but I think your black subscribers are more loyal, especially your Jamaican subscribers that lives all over this world. So you should have more respect for your subscriber and your own people that looks like you. You can't worship the devil, because that's exactly what you're doing. Once you said to your own people, look, I don't want any black woman. Their face is too round. Their face is too big. Don't want any African from my village. What that tell you, dude? What that tells you? You think people are going to call you a nice person? Of course, your subscribers, some of your subscribers, the diehard ones, that used to see you go to the clubs, and your passport bro, you still got your little passport bro inside of you. I think that you're pretending. I think you really are a real passport bro. And I think that's what's bugging you really right now. That you can't go to the clubs them and start screw one girl tonight, another one is in the bed the next day. And I feel that you miss that kind of life. But if you think that kind of life is any good, you got something coming down to you. Worry about malaria, worry about sexually transmitted diseases. Because some of those diseases cannot be cured, like AIDS. And don't let me go into the rest of them, okay? So let's leave it like that. I feel that you are still a passport bro underneath the quiet. And because Rocio is not allowing you to do anything like that to her, you're angry on top of that. I see where you're saying that you need your subscribers to pray for you. You need to pray for yourself, because at one point you said you didn't believe in God. Okay? So if at one point you didn't believe in God, why you need God now? Huh? And you know what happened to people who don't believe in God? Their end always be more drastic. They come down with all different kind of sinful disease when you don't believe in God. You see, when you don't believe in God, congrats, mom is a praying mom. And if she sees that you're doing something that is not right, she is not right also. She needs to counsel you and pray with you and let you know you cannot be treating Rocio like that. I really believe that something did happen between you and her, but you're not talking about it. You know why you're not talking about it? Because you're probably trying to butter her up underneath the quiet. Because if Rocio comes out and says certain things, she would going to expose the dirtiness in you. And if your mom know that you're like that, and she's coming around Rocio and not telling you and not giving her respect, because it seems as if all of you all put up a big old front on the camera. And when it's off of the camera, you hear people saying all kinds of things. Everybody cannot just lie on you guys and saying what you guys are doing in the village, bullying people, doing all kinds of stuff, arresting people, doing this, doing that. You're taking the subscribers' money. The last time you was in Argentina, you were crying on your live stream for money to get an attorney, to get lawyers. Let me use a word that you guys know. Same thing, attorney, lawyers. And you guys were, they gave you a lot of money. They donated a lot of money to you because you said it yourself on your live stream. I am Marwa. Where is that money for your lawyer? And you think a lawyer is going to, and anybody gonna represent you in a good way if you are on YouTube saying that you don't use toilet paper, peeing on camera, passport broing on camera? No attorney is not going to represent a man like you against people who are leaving their comment down in the comment section. Nobody hates you. Those are not haters. You guys are just using that word because it is so easy to say, oh, that person is a hater. It is so easy for you to use that word. If you didn't put something out in your video to begin with, you couldn't be saying that, oh, those people are haters. You put something in your video, a lot of things in your video that people comment on. It doesn't mean that they hate you because they're not living with you. They don't know you personally. Most of them do not know you personally in real life. Some people do, of course, because most of them are I shouldn't say most of them. A few of them have gone to, never answer Africa, East Africa, like Jamaican uncle. And, and them dogs and a few people, Christmas, Lace and all them people have come to your village. because they thought you was a nice person at first. Jamaica uncle still think that you're a sweetheart. I think Jamaica uncle really looks like he wants to marry you. I don't know. Because I don't know why Jamaica uncle is just so much into you. It's not making any sense. Because Jamaica uncle has his own people. Jamaica uncle has his own life here in the United States. Jamaican uncle really don't need you. That word need, Jamaican uncle is not a poor person to what I understand. And I'm wondering, why is Jamaican uncle in Africa glorifying you, kissing your ass so much? Why is he that lonely that he can't find somebody in the United States? Come on, views will come in time. You don't have to run behind Marwa to get views, because as soon as you leave and come back to the United States, Marwa and Dee Mwango or none of them try to shout out their people that's been around them. I only saw Marwa says, shout out to them damn dogs, because that dude gave him a lot of security cameras, and he has this guy here, Stevie J, back in the village doing security cameras, and he came across, and he didn't even glorify him for too long or shout him out for too long. He just said, oh, that guy is a nice guy. Marwa is very, very phony. Very, very phony. This dude, if you're not giving him stuff every day, and if you're not around him, he won't even shout you out. If you are a good person, you have Jamaica uncle, you have them damn dogs, you have Christmas list that you fell out with, because that falling out didn't even make any sense, because you didn't do no work and you were collecting Christmas list money. He was doing all of the work for you, and you claiming that Christmas list didn't pay you. You didn't deserve to get any money because you didn't do any work. Right? You're claiming other. You have not shout out none of those old people and says, let me get a list, and says, you know what? Shout out to this person. Shout out to that person. That person came here in 2022. That person came. Shout out. You haven't made a list and shout out none of your people them when you go on that live stream. None of them. You don't do it, and Dee Mwango don't do it. And you want everybody to glorify you. Jamaica uncle be around you guys sometimes, and you guys barely want to shout him out. If Jamaica uncle don't come into your guys' video and talk into the video, people don't say, don't even realize that Jamaica uncle is there. That's all you type of people are. You type of people are wicked. And you guys are the biggest users on the face of the earth. You guys are users. And you guys gonna milk it and milk it and milk it and milk it until when everybody gets tired of you, until when they drive you all off of YouTube. Because this is not going to be forever. So hold on and wake up. Guess who is this one? Dee Mwango. She laughs like an hyena. That's the hyena right there. Anyways, guys, Dee Mwango, you laugh too much, you talk too much, and you brag too much. Okay? And how we know you laugh and you brag and all this kind of stuff too much? You're claiming that you're rich. You're the rich auntie. All of you guys, you are Marwa claiming that you guys are rich. You guys are so rich to the point that you guys are begging for bags of cement. You are so rich, Dee Mwango, to the point where you can't even go travel. You can't even travel. You're all kinds of, you're making up all kinds of stories for your videos. You're scrambling. You're scrambling right now. You're coming up with the phone that has lost for 2 months. Why you didn't bring it to the camera before 2 months? Why now? You're gonna go all the way to Nairobi to bring up the camera scene, and then when you show up at the people's spot, if it was in the United States, they would throw your ass out of that hotel, and they would turn around and call the police and file charges against you. Because the way how you're operating, the way how you were operating in that video, that was not ladylike. I understand. You lost your phone, and then you're telling the people that you paid $100 US for 1,000 US for whatever it is you paid for that phone. And you're screaming at the manager's ears. You're demanding the manager to go to the police. Only in Africa. Because if you come to America with that kind of stuff, you say if you come to America with that kind of stuff and be in people's face, shouting in people's face like that, I'm telling you, man, I would really feel sorry for you. If it wasn't the police them on your ass, you'd be thrown out of there. You'd be thrown out of there on your head. If you ever walk into any hotel in America and ask for the manager, and the manager would be standing up in there tolerating this kind of stuff from you, tolerating you screaming at her, that manager is such a fool. Because if you didn't see her take that phone, you can't accuse her of taking that phone. Anybody can say, okay, well, let me call. I gave the phone to that one. You do some proper investigation. They got camera work. Or if you claim that you're so rich, you should have gotten somebody to represent you. Or what do you call it? Private investigators to represent you. Or somebody, excuse me. Sorry, guys. Or somebody to represent you properly. But you waited 2 months and you're claiming that you called 4 times when the manager said you only called twice. So you went in there with a big mouth screaming. The other guy had to put you in your place and tell you to calm down. Okay? Tell you to calm down. You got to handle this thing in a ladylike manner. You cannot go into a hotel and be screaming at people at the hotel. Talk about, I left my phone 2 months ago. And you guys were supposed, why you didn't take care of that phone when your boyfriend was there? Why you didn't take care of the phone? You said you and your boyfriend stayed there. And the phone was missing when you was with your boyfriend. Why didn't you take care of the phone when you was with your boyfriend? Well, you should have had the Mzungu represent you. You should have had the Mzungu boyfriend, because they probably would have respected him more than how they respect you, because that's how you guys work in Africa. The way how you just barge up in those people's place, screaming, talking out loud, doing this, doing that. You think that's the way to deal with situation? That was not very ladylike, and that's not respectable to do. Because if you think you going up in here screaming in people's ears, you're going to get the phone right away. No. And you claim that you went to the police station. You should have gone to the police station in the first place when you made that phone call and they told you to come there. And when you got there that day, it wasn't there. You should have gone to the police station then. But you waited 2 months. If something happens in the United States at a hotel, and you come back 2 months later, I was at a hotel in Buffalo, New York, and I had a big old diamond ring on my hand, and I lost my diamond ring. Okay? And I didn't know where it was. If it was a hotel I lost it at or wherever I lost it, I couldn't blame nobody. I had to blame myself because I'm the one that lost it. You can't blame anybody. You have to be more responsible for your things. People are not going to be responsible for you. Who do you think you are? That you're going to just leave your phone for 2 months and somebody just going to hold on and wait for it for you until when you come back? No, something don't sound right to me. You're just looking to do content because you don't have any money to travel. And then you do a clickbait and talk about to your people that you're going to be traveling. When you come to find out, you went back to the same place, Watawa, whatever in Mombasa, where you were staying with Matt. You went back over there to go, what did you do? To go look for friendship from that lady, to take her to dinner, she and this boy. You take them to dinner, you went someplace to the airport, you're just making up a whole bunch of content because you know you don't have any money to travel. It's either you don't have any money to travel, you don't have any visa to go anywhere. You're claiming that you're building your home. You should have thought about that before you built a home. You know that YouTube is what pays you. right? You have to creep before you walk. You can walk before you creep. If you didn't have any money to build that home, you should have never started to build it. Now, a rich woman like you have to be begging for cement. 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 Look at the foundation. It's good. It's good. Cement. And this. You guys dry beg. And you guys are some clickbaiters. And I saw where you put another title about pregnancy or something. I don't know who you were talking about, if it was you that got pregnant or your dog got pregnant. We don't know who the hell you were talking about. And then you went right into the train that took you to Mombasa. We saw the train already. You and your boyfriend was there, and you're not the only one that brought that video, because if I'm not mistaken, Miss Trudy already did a video with that train, and if I'm not mistaken, maybe African Tigress did it. I'm gonna have to go back and check. So you're not the only one and the first one that did that video. So stop clickbaiting and stop lying. And also now, I noticed that when Marwa was doing his video, Rocio was there. Rocio not talking. Rocio's quiet. You know why Rocio is quiet? They're tired of you. You have become a nuisance to Rocio, and you have become a black spot in the wall. They call them that in America when people are in other people's lives and they won't go nowhere. When you're showing up uninvited, because if I have a family member, or say for instance, my sister husband or my sister's boyfriend is sad every time I come around, I'm going to think I'm the one that they don't want to see. But you don't even have any dignity to even respect yourself. Get out of that. Go seek out shit for yourself. Me personally, somebody is not welcoming me and people are always mad around. I'm not going to give you the time of day by coming around. You're not going to see Jackie around that kind of stuff. If I go around anybody that I know and I have the slightest inkling, just the slightest inkling, that you're mad or you got something against me and you can't come out and say it, I don't fuck around with you no more. That's the type of person. That's how we roll, and that's how we Jamaican roll. We're not going to be effing around with you no more. Just give me the slightest inkling. I don't care if you're family or if you're not family. If you don't have any respect for me, I should have none for you either. But you're not going to come around and then be treated me like a third wheel, because that's what you are. When you're in their midst and she's not speaking to you, you're like a third wheel. She want to have time with Mara and the baby and herself. You need to go get a life for yourself. Leave these people alone. Get a man that will marry you. Get a life of your own, Dee Mwango. Okay, there's somebody out there for you. JB didn't marry you, or whatever his name is, Mikael Ponte or whatever his name is, or other relationship that you've had. Find somebody that will respect and marry you. And another thing again too, you're not going to find a man that cares about you if you're running at them all the time. You're giving them this and you're giving them. You have to step back and let somebody love you for who you are. Sit back, get to know that person, date that person. Don't just jump in the bed with a person that you really don't even know. Okay, am I that free? I'm going to give him some free pum pum. When you give him the free pum pum, you know what it is? There's many women out there. And then you become just like a lost case to them. You're not special. You should find somebody that you can date. You don't have to have sex right away. Date them. Me and my husband, we dated for 2 years before we enter anything like that, before we get into any entanglement like that. I notice these girls, they cannot wait. It's like their panties are on fire. It's like their private parts are in heat. Like a dog, 24 hours a day. I don't understand that one. Why you women cannot respect yourselves. You don't have to buy a man. You don't have to buy love. Somebody's out there for you. You have to give him a chance. And you can't go out there and says that I'm only going to look for a Mzungu man. It don't work like that. If somebody is for you and you conduct yourself in a certain way that you're not going to tolerate any disrespect. You're not going to tolerate nobody using you. You're not going to tolerate anybody treating you cheap like a cheap piece of cloth or treat you like dirt. Carry yourself in a good, fashionable way. Because when you was in Jamaica running with Kino, of course you were nice with that as far as the views and people like you bigging up Jamaica, but you wasn't that conducting yourself in a respectable manner that any man is going to really love you and want you. Of course, a friend, you seem to be a good friend to them at the time. But when it comes on to them wifing you, it's a different story. And so it's time for you to step back and reevaluate and say to myself, I am Dee Mwango. Why can't nobody love me? And then it seems as if you don't have any emotions. It seems as if your heart is as hard as a rock. You don't express yourself. You need to get in a position where you can express yourself. Say, this is what I want. This is who I am. Take me as I am. And you put yourself in a position. But when you on camera talking about you don't use soap down in your vagina, every man is going to run from you. Because you know what they're going to say? This girl don't smell good. Especially the ones I'm in Jamaica. A man in Jamaica, they're very, very clean. Most of them, except for the bum them that you see on the street. The mad ones them that you see on the street is different. But I'm talking about the dudes them in Jamaica that really look up and look at themselves. Really, most of them do. They're not gonna pick up no girls that is dirty, that smells any kind of way. Perspiration smell, vagina smell, dirty panties, all this kind of stuff going on. Dirty hair, dirty mouth, dirty skin. They're not going to do that. They're very clean people and they like when their women are very, very clean. Take baths twice a day and douche. Treat yourself good. Lotion yourself. Treat yourself good. There is nothing wrong with you the way how you look. God made you the way how he wanted you. And you have to embrace yourself. Don't embrace other people. Love yourself the way how you are and carry yourself in a decent, respectable manner. You have to be firm. You have to love yourself. If you don't know how to do it, get an etiquette class. All of that stuff is on YouTube if you don't have any money to get somebody to teach you how to act. Because if you never got that teaching when you're a young child, maybe you should get a counselor or somebody, or you call those coach, those life coach that can steer you in the right way. Get a life coach. You know, so a life coach can help you to develop that within yourself. Or if you got mental problems and you feel a certain way, go and get a psychologist or somebody that you can speak to, a counselor that can help you. Get yourself together. Money is not everything. Money is everything in one sense, and in another sense, it ain't. You have to love yourself. Okay, you got to kill. I know you're talking about, oh, thank God for another day. And, you know, oh, yes, without God, of course, God is who we need to seek. But if you're not seeking God off camera, it's not going to work for you. If you only talk about God when you come on the camera, it's not going to work for you. It's something that you got to practice. Practice and practice and practice before you can come and start talking. Nobody's saying anything about that kind of stuff. But we are reacting to what we're seeing that you guys are putting out on the camera. Don't come and talk about we're haters, because we're not haters. I don't know you personally in real life to hate you. I don't know you. It's what you guys are putting out in your videos we're reacting to. And I already told you before this on Instagram, when you have reactors that are talking about you is because they're making you relevant. If no reactors talk about you and Marwa and nobody, you guys would not be nobody. It's the reactors and why you guys are so popular. Because everything that you do, good or bad, they talk about it. And so if every time people are talking about Dee Mwango, I am Marwa and Rocio, what's that got to do? That's like the news. A free advertisement. That's free advertisement when people talk about you. But no, you people feel some kind of way. Oh, the haters, the this, the that, the haters. Oh, this is what you put out there. You put out Atita out there. You put out JB out there. You put out Michael Ponte out there. And people are leaving their comment. And you're putting out some lies out there too. You're clickbaiting and you think people are not going to say nothing. Of course they're going to say something. It's YouTube. You can't stop nobody from saying what they got to say on YouTube. YouTube is for everyone. And let me remind you, and I am Marwa and whoever from Africa, YouTube is a United States company. Is not an African company, and it can be taken away from you guys at any minute. You guys need to calm down, cool down. You guys are on YouTube every day, and if I were to ask you people who is the CEO of YouTube, you guys would even know it. But let me tell you who is the CEO of YouTube. This is the man right here. Right there. And his name is Neil. His name is Neil Mohan. He's the CEO of YouTube. Okay? So, and YouTube is in America. Okay? And another time, I'm going to go over more details about YouTube. I just wanted us to refresh you people about YouTube. Because the way how you guys act like you guys are the owner of YouTube, I just have to really look every day and see what you guys are going. Also, Dee Mwango, I noticed that the Uber driver, when you was in Mombasa, took you all the way to get the car parts that you claim that Davy Jr. Damaged your vehicle. And if you have a brother that damaged your vehicle, why are you paying for the damaged parts when if your brother is the one that was driving the vehicle? You should at least be holding your brother liable for the damages that he caused to your car. And then you're saying that, oh, you people did not warn me about this German machine. How are they gonna warn you when you came up at first and says that you bought a German machine for your mom? I think it was last year, February, when you were in the shenanigans with when you was in Jamaica. You came up and you were faking kind of stuff that you bought a car for your mother. You know your mom cannot drive. You know your mom couldn't drive. And you're going to come up and buy a BMW for your mom. If you're going to buy if you're going to buy a car, any type of car to start, I should educate you guys. You start off with a cheaper car. I've had 3 Mercedes-Benz. And those type of cars require a lot of money and a lot of maintenance. And if you don't take care of them, you see that car that Marwa have, that black one? That road that he has up there, that car is not for that type of road. Mercedes-Benz and BMWs are special type of car. They have to have good roads to drive on. And you were down there telling this man about David Jr. destroyed that. Why did the subscribers them tell you otherwise? Number one, they couldn't tell you otherwise. You were so caught up in this big old lie that you're giving your mama a vehicle. You knew that car was yours, but you were just trying to create big content to get big views and to run around TV stations when you know that wasn't right. You know that was made up stories. That mom had to go along with it. She was just playing along with it. And then allegedly that whole story caused your mom harm to almost be broken by your father. I'm not sure about that. That's what they're all saying. I didn't say it. I didn't create that story. Okay? But all of these stuff that you guys are doing and these fake stuff that you guys are doing is going to come backfire on you. So because you know you bought that car was not for your mama. David Jr. is the only one that can drive really in the village. He makes sure he's driving that car, taking all of his girlfriends or whoever it is, enticing all of them, using that BMW to attract all of these people in the village to either get money or to show off on his YouTube channel or to whatever you guys are up there doing. Because you guys are, you know what I call you guys? Never see, come see. That's what Jamaican called people like you. Never see, come see. You guys never had that in your life. So when you see a BMW or a Mercedes-Benz, I'm rich. We in the United States, we go to a car dealership and pick it up. You see that used one that you're driving? You can get something like that at the auction here for $5,000 at the auction. I bought mine in Florida for $2,000, my Mercedes-Benz, my SUV Mercedes-Benz. And I had three of them and a car. And I sold all of them. I drive them. I got tired of them bleeding money out of me. And I sold it and get all of my money back. And get more on top of the money that I got. So you guys are not used to anything. That's why you guys behave and function like the way you guys do. You guys are in the village. You guys are back of time. Frugal set of people them. So when you guys see these things, you guys go crazy. You guys go nuts. Ooh, I am rich. I am getting this kind of stuff. Yeah. You guys are not used to anything. And that's why you guys act like that. And David Jr., the way I see David Jr. acting with these girls, David Jr. act like he's so important. But bro, you better come down to earth. You're not that important. You can only do that in Africa. If you come to the United States, a girl would never look at you. Unless you probably go find an African somewhere. Unless you have a lot of money in your pocket. Lots of it. When I say a lots of money. That you can, nice cars and everything else. You see that little car that you have over there? We see them in a junkyard all the time here. They don't even drive Peugeot here. The first time I see a Peugeot was in Jamaica. And that was when I was young. I seen a Peugeot like that. People don't drive Peugeot in America. So it's a big machine to you guys in Africa. Big machine. While we use this kind of stuff, sometimes we don't even want some of these stuff. We buy them. But I definitely wouldn't buy a Peugeot though, because I don't see any in here. And I would never buy nothing like that. You have to creep before you walk. Your first car should be a Honda or a Toyota. If you don't have a Honda or a Toyota, how are you going to buy cars if you can't drive? Dee Mwango don't even have a proper driver's license. You haven't showed your subscribers them that you have a driver's license. How are you going to be owning a car? And you always have David Jr. with you. You can't drive by yourself. That when your boyfriend was there, your boyfriend was the one that was driving the car for you. Because of course he has license. You ain't got the license and you can hardly drive because you can't drive from Mombasa to the village. He's too far away. So I don't know what is your problem. You create all kinds of bragging. You brag everything for videos. You can only fool those old people that's on your channel. The one them that are so lonely that are in their apartments in the United States, Canada and the UK. Maybe their husbands have passed away. The kids have probably gone away from them. They don't have a life and they're probably stuck inside a one-room apartment. They're lonely as hell. So they don't have no choice but to watch YouTube. So that's why most of them subscribe to you guys' channel. Something to watch every evening to make them feel happy. So when they get their social security check, they can donate it to you guys. Are you guys mad? Are you guys stupid? You guys don't even have a home for yourselves in places like America and the UK. You guys are sending your hard-earned money to these people that are taking your money and running to the bank. Guys, stop donating right now. Stop the donation. Take care of yourselves. They are YouTubers. YouTube pays them every month on the 21st or on the 22nd. They get their paycheck. Okay? They get money from YouTube every month. They're monetized with views. I'm not monetized, but I don't need YouTube. I want YouTube as another form of multiple streams of income. Okay? But they have to. If they don't do YouTube, they can't eat. They cannot eat if they don't come up here and produce a video. So whatever you see them having their video, they got to be creating lies. They got to be clickbaiting. They got to be putting all kinds of false thumbnail lies. I'm going here. I need money for attorney. I'm going to travel. She's saying she traveled and she went from the village to Mombasa. What kind of travels is that? And you went and you moved out from this place and you went back to go visit the dog and the lady? I thought you had to move from out of there. Maybe you couldn't pay the rent for there. I don't know what's going on with you, woman. You're too confused. And your life is so confused. And you put your life on camera and people are there criticizing your life and you can't deal with it. And you know what I got to say about people like you? I never block nobody at all. You know why? My motto is, I don't block no haters. My haters got to see me win. If you gonna block haters, that's to mean you're a hater yourself. Anybody that you see quick to block people, they're no good. It's YouTube. It's social media. What are you blocking people for? You're that insecure and you're that fucked up in your head that you don't understand that this is social media. You don't need to block anybody. Put it down in the comment section. If you don't like what nobody's saying to you, comment back down in the comment section. You have a right to your own opinion too. Because if somebody said something about you, Dee Mwango, that you don't like, come back at them in the comment section. There's ways to come back at people. You know how the thing goes. And then, if you don't like it, turn off your comment section. But you know you can't turn off your comment section. You know why? Because you're depending on them subscribers there for them dollars. You can't turn off your you cannot turn off your comment section. Other people can turn off their comment section, but you can't. Anybody want, they can come at me. I'm not going to turn off my comment section and I'm not going to block anybody. If I don't like what you say, I can respond or I can leave you unread. I can do both. I can either tell you about your ass. If you come at me some kind of way, I can really go hard at your ass, or I can leave you unread. I can ignore you. Because I know you don't know me personally, and I know it's social media. Social media is like this. Social media is not your friend. That's what it's called, social media. If you see somebody right now on social media and you pass them in real life, oh yeah, they might say hi to you in Jamaica and in Africa, but I guarantee if you come to America, nobody's gonna say hi to you. Oh, is that Dee Mwango right there? No. They're only gonna do it in Jamaica or in Africa. If you think right now, prove it to your damn self. And you come at places like where I'm at. Come at places like where I'm at. And if anybody's gonna say, ooh, that's Dee Mwango right there. No. They know it's social media. That's why people here, where I'm at, they don't study them kind of things too much. They go up, they take care of their business and they move. But no, you guys have to sit down and take everything personal. I got the haters. I got this. That's all you guys can hold on to. I got the haters. Hey, if you don't have haters, that means you're not doing something good. Let me tell you that. If everybody loves you like that, that simply means you're not doing nothing good if everybody loves you. You have good and bad in this world. Good and bad. Good and bad. And you cannot stop people from hating if they don't like you. And if they really hate you, I can't stop nobody from hating me. I can't stop it. You can't control them if they hate you. Oh, we got the haters here. The haters are here. We gotta go get an attorney. We gotta go do this to what you were talking about. AM Carol or Coca Mama did this to me, or this, that. Ladies, stop the bullshit. This is social media. If they want to use your videos, let them use your video. You're gonna get more popular. You're gonna get big up in life. Don't go and tear people down because they use a little part of your video clip. Don't do it. Somebody used one of my video and created a whole negative shit against me. And I didn't go and tear them down. No, I'm not going to do it. Because if something is not deserving of me, God will take care of that person in time. I'm not going to do it. Because you don't know who is out there, and you don't know who you're offending out there. And if you hurt people that they don't deserve to be hurt, there's a price to pay for that. That's all I got to tell you. You guys need to humble yourselves. Humble yourselves. If you listen, you will learn something. Okay? That's all I got to say to you. Anyway, guys, I am out.